Okay, so we'll now work with more exercises to polish our skills of estimating the difference. Okay, so for this section, I will choose number 1. Okay, I'll choose number 1. And how about, yeah, number 15 and number 6. Okay, so 1, 6, 15. Those are the numbers that I will show you how to solve. Okay, so first for number 1, we have 13,523. And we are subtracting 1,069 from this number. We want to estimate the difference. So we look at the minuend, and the biggest place value for the minuend is the thousandth place. So we will round these two numbers off to the thousandth place. Okay, so when we round them off to the thousandth place, for the first number we'll obtain 14,000. Why? Because this number to the right of the thousand place is a 5. We follow rule 1, that's why we add 1 to this 3 and becomes 14,000. And about for the second number, we have a 0 to the right of 1. So we just follow rule 2. And we don't add anything to this 1. Just stays as it is. And we change all the other numbers to 0. So you have 14,000 minus 1,000, which is very easy to compute. You have just to subtract 4 minus 1, 3, and 1. So it's going to be 13,000. That's the estimated difference. How about the actual difference, the computed difference? Although you don't have to do this part in the program, I'll just show you how more complicated it is to do the actual difference, to compute the actual difference. Okay, so here we have a 3 and a 9. 3 is smaller than 9. So 3 borrows a 10 from these 2. So we have 13 minus 9, 4. Then 2, since it let the 3 borrow the 10 from it, is now a 1. And 1 is smaller than 6. So now again borrows another 100 from the 5, and you'll get 120 minus 60 in this case. So basically 12 minus 6, 6. And that's 6. Now 5, since it let the 2 borrow a 1 from this 5, 5 is a 4. And 3 minus 1, 2, and 1. So the computed difference is 1 and 2,406. Okay, sorry. I thought there was a decimal number. No, there is no decimal number, so it's going to be 12,464. And that's the computed difference, and the estimated difference is 13,000. As you can see, these two numbers are close to each other. So by estimating, we can don't have to go through this complicated computation of difference, and we can just know vaguely what the result will be. Okay, so let's go to number 6. We have 76 and 40. The second number we have 3 and 06. 3 and 6 hundredths. We'll look at the minuend. And the biggest place value is this 3. It's the ones place, right? Let's circle with another color. So we'll round it off to the ones place. Okay, if we do that, we will get 76 and 00, because the number to the right of 6, which is 4, is smaller than 5. And for the second number, we will obtain 3 and 00. Okay, so when you subtract 3 from 76, you will get 73. And yes, just 73, which is the same. Yeah. these 2 zeros after a decimal point don't hold any meaning, so you don't have to write it if you don't have to write it if you don't want to. Makes it look nicer just writing 73. Okay, so we have 73. That's the estimated difference. If we compute the actual difference, we'll get 4, 3, and 7, 73 and 34 hundredths. Then that we have 73, which is the estimated difference. So you can see that they are very close. They're very close. Okay, let's go to number 15. We have 105 and 85 thousandths. Then you have to subtract 59 and I like how I did it. So 59, decimal point, and 111 thousandths. Okay, we are trying to estimate the difference. So first we round them off. We look at the median. The biggest place value for the median is this tens place, right? So we decide to round all the numbers off to the tens place. Here. Okay, if we do that, we'll get 111 and 000. Why? Because this 5, if we have a 5 here, we have to follow rule 1 and we add 1 to this 0. So now the 0 is a 1, becomes a 1. Then all the other numbers we change them into zeros. Okay, how about the second number? For the second number, we have a 9 to the right of 5. So we add 1 to this 5. We follow rule 1. We add 1 to this 5. It becomes 6. Then 9 is now changed into 0, 0, 0, 0. All the other numbers are changed into zeros. Okay, so it's very easy to compute. 0 minus 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, and then decimal point, 6, 0 minus 0, 0. And then 11, okay, 1 minus 6. Basically 11 minus 6, which is just 5. Okay, so we have 50, basically 50. Okay, we don't have to write all this 0 if we don't want to, because they're after the decimal point and they don't hold any meaning. Okay, so we have the 50 here, and that's the estimated difference. If we compute the actual difference, will be 4, 7, 9, and then 4 minus 9, 5, and it will be 4. So the computed difference will be 45 and 974 thousandths, and the estimated difference is just 50. Okay, great. So that's the end for the let's try part, and we'll move to the let's find out part.